Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
Huh. One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. Before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer, placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimmer here?
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying at home. It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy. How can I help? I could try and flag someone down. If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie? If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie? If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
May I ask you something?
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Ma Dalton swears she saw ghosts in Warehouse 2. The coppers even went over there. Must be serious.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Good evening, Constable. I heard some people talking of ghosts in this warehouse.
Gossips, all of them. An old lady neighbour saw some lights and ghostly shapes in the middle of the night. She heard music too. Turns out this was the warehouse of Grandpa Kujak. He owned a business with theatre props for scary shows. I went in and... well, it is a bit creepy. But I think it was probably just some kids fooling around.
Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Not at all. It's like Madame Tussauds, only worse. I'll be on the beat round the pub for the rest of the night. Damned explosion. Good night, sir. I don't believe in ghosts. I did when I was a kid. My older brother used to creep outside and whisper at me through the window. Papul, Papul, this is Grandma, he'd say, in a deep voice. It was scary. He became a gravedigger, so I don't believe in ghosts. I don't like them. He became a gravedigger, so I don't believe in ghosts. I don't like them.
An effective contraption. It still works.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
There was a box in the coffin. It was... They opened the casket and left marks. A herbal odor with an acylic base. Liquor? Phosphorus, used recently. Where is this going? Who is this intended to scare? Several crates are missing. Bottles of various shapes and sizes. I detect a mix of chemicals and aromas. No brand or markings. It looks like a bulk product. That's most likely the ghost the old lady saw through the window. Inspired by the legend of Sleepy Hollow. A small cart left those tracks. Who is this intended to scare? Somebody had fun. Somebody played with phosphorus to give the illusion of ghosts or ectoplasm. In reality, they were here to mix a few ingredients and prepare a solution of some sort. Then they took a box hidden inside the casket. And they left through that gate with a small cart. Dr. Tippett's electric pectobrain. Patent medicine of the future.
This is a patent medicine. A quick fix at an expensive price that drags the patient slowly into death.
Where are we? The field hospital?
The patient has a high temperature and is short of breath.
The cart from Warehouse 2.
I can hear the patient suffers with their lungs.
Good evening, sir. Are you the gentleman who sells that intriguing pecto-brain beverage?
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Thomas Tippett, and yes, its proud inventor and purveyor.
Are you a doctor? You seem remarkably young.
I'm self-educated. I help people in need around these parts with my medicine.
Helping, as in bringing to the grave?
That is unfair, sir. The virtues of my invention are to calm the nerves, to stop coughing due to the endless smog, and to help children to sleep.
Has your beverage been tested by your peers or any medical authority? I am a doctor, and it appears that you are playing with people's lives, people who place their trust in you to ease their pain.
People need help, and drugs are expensive. My formula helps, and it's inexpensive. The product is dispensed from here only, so dose and usage are controlled. I looked into other patented medicines. They contain harmful or useless substrate, and they're sold in respected shops and pharmacies.
Do you realize what you are doing? You are playing with people's health.
You are a doctor. Take a look at my product. You won't find mercury, radium, lithium, or any other toxic substances drowned in alcohol and sold freely by so-called health professionals. I can show you how I work. Let me help people.
Watson, what do you make of this situation?
I'm not sure. Patent medicines can be a scourge, yes, but he is not entirely wrong in practice.
Why the haunted warehouse?
Well, nobody was using it, and people are afraid of ghosts. It kept them away until today. What I do is not entirely legal, but I do help people. I help up to 50 people here every day. It is working. Almost all men die from their remedies rather than their diseases. I want to change that. Damn phosphorus. I thought it was funny, but you can't get rid of it. If everything goes well, I could open a cure centre in Lambeth, and even Whitechapel after that. If everything goes well, I could open a cure centre in Lambeth, and even Whitechapel after that.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
The coughing won't go away and the doctor's too...
Is there a doctor? Man, he's very sick here.
It sounds as though those people will need my help.
Constable, I'm afraid we saw some troubling signs, unnatural even, inside the warehouse. Dr. Watson here can confirm it, and he's a specialist. It would be best to stay away for now.
Really? I'm 99% sure that ghosts don't exist, gentlemen. I won't report this to my colleagues after my shift. Some of them might be the naive sort who scare easy. He became a gravedigger, so I don't believe in ghosts. I don't like them.
Hello, this is Dr. Watson. We'll take a look at your friend.
What are you looking at? Do you like to watch how a man suffocates himself for food?
Freshly dug up treasures, it seems.
Everything ends up in a river. It's a good thing these people take something from it.
water has a curious whitish tinge to it. The subject is hyperventilating. He has a pale face and dilated pupils. Dilated pupils, decolorized skin, necrosis. What do you make of this, Doctor?
All signs point towards acute poisoning. It could possibly be due to chemicals. I won't jump to any conclusions yet.
Pile of rotten food. It carries danger, but not of the kind that we witnessed. Gruesome. It's been decomposing for weeks. If this were the origin of the disease, it would have started sooner than a few days ago. The waterway goes under the buildings. We need to find other open sections in order to continue our search. This pipe disposes of wastewater from a factory, a possible culprit, but would likely have caused trouble a long time ago. Moving on. Human waste. Despite looking fairly hazardous, I doubt it could cause such acute poisoning. I can't see any other major source of contamination in this section of the waterway. Perhaps another place. a recent cart crash. Phenol, a dangerous substance often used as a sanitizer, coming from Spade Chemicals. The fish's scales have decolorized. What a disaster. Can I ask you a question?
I think I can help you.
Are you able to help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Barrels of phenol from your company ended up in the canal. It has poisoned people. You will need to clean it up properly. Otherwise, we will inform the authorities.
What the? We will call the cleaning brigade immediately. I hope this can stay between us.
Help me, please.
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
Gentlemen, the doctor here and I have found the source of the contamination. Spade Chemicals will take care of it.
That's pretty good news. But how long will it take? And what about our friend? Will someone pay for his treatment?
Pressurize the company. But for now, get rid of the stained clothes and rinse any phenol-affected skin. No one else should touch the canal today.
Thank you, we'll do that. Let's go to the chief doctor for help.